It's Brandon, Therapeutic Fragrance. Thanks for checking out the video. Extra long weekend this weekend. I'm hoping to have this up on Friday, filming before my long weekend starts for us in the US. Sorry if you don't have one, but it's definitely something I look forward to every year or two, just because almost everybody universally takes it off. And most vacations, most things, I always have my phone on. I'm always on alert, so this is just something where I can just check out. I usually do video games. I mean, I can just let my mind go and don't have to be on alert on my game. So, yeah, definitely be restful for me. What are you guys doing? What are you guys wearing for the holidays? Yeah, Bortnikoff of the year, Exquise. I think that's pretty good pronunciation. Who knows? I'm sure it's off. Anyways, my full bottle buy from the house after going through every one of his compositions. I chose this one. Stay tuned to find out why. All right, Bortnikoff Le Year Exquise. Launched in 2018, $300 for 50 ml. I'm going to go 50-50 down the line on this one. Dmitry Bortnikoff is the nose. Notes include bergamot, neroli, cardamom, champaca leaf, jasmine, attar, motia, cedar, cacao, clove, camphor, nagarmotha, myrrh, Vietnamese oud roots, Indonesian oud, styrax, tolu, balsam, and ambergris. He distills with his partner, Russian Adam. A Riesling door is more than covered on this channel. I've told the story many, many times. That's the route I chose. I chose his house. Bortnikoff's making some good stuff too. It's just, I had to choose one. I buy my own bottles. When I have a bottle, you know it's serious business. I'm not doing these Riesling doors and Bortnikoffs from little samples and not buying ever and saying they're the best thing on earth. I'm actually owning them, telling you it's the best thing on earth. I'm very selective with what I buy, even though you see my huge collection. But it's an Extrait de Perfume. The story in this is I'm very familiar with root khus, own a couple of the ingredients, own a ton of vetiver, and it's just dark and syrupy and very, very just pungent. It's medicinal as well. It acts as a base layer as well. And what it's doing in this composition is just creating magic. All those ingredients, to me, that's almost the star of the show. The oud's in here, real oud. I'm not sure if he distilled it or not, but real oud, good oud. But they play a back note to what the root khus is doing. They help out in the composition, don't get me wrong, but it's not overwhelming, overpowering oud powerhouse in the notes. A cacao note in there as well. I mean, I put this on and I'm ready to enter bliss, pure bliss. It's one of those where I take the sprayer and spray it as far away as possible without not going over my skin. I want it to touch as much area as my skin as possible. I want to be bathed in this stuff. It's just a magical bliss bubble around you. I want to carry it around for everybody to smell the sillage of what this creates. Almost like I take a bath in it if I could. This is a day changer. If you study, sit down, and really focus on the perfume, I can pull out a ton of notes. I can pull out the oud. I can pull out the root khus. I can see the ambergris, champaca, definitely. Or that was the wording when I pull out the notes, compare the perfumers, I could do all that. Or I could just turn my mind off and really just enjoy the brand new incense this creates, the brand new bliss bubble this creates around me. It was one of the best mornings when I would just turn my mind off and enjoyed what was created for me, what I have in a bottle, what I'm wearing in the bottle. Just pure joy. I can smell it out of here. Presentation, I always miss the presentation. Crystal bottle, wood cap, gold plate. Can't go wrong. No complaints. The wood cap's everything I love. You win with me. Everything else, yeah, standard square bottle. Love the caps. I mean, they call me Mr. B, so nice B right there. I mean, how I chose the Bortnikoff line, it's a hard one. I went through, and what gave me the most pleasure, this ended up winning out of the samples. I read the samples, what gave me the most pleasure, what gave me the most memory locks. That's how I chose this. I know I wanted to own one. I might pull the trigger on another one. It got re-released, hint, hint. But as far as the one I wanted to own, it was this. This gave me the most pleasure, the most that where it lifts your spirits, that kind of thing. Why I wear perfume. I wear perfume for myself. I wear perfume to have a better day. And this did it in a bottle. Don't get me wrong. I wanted to stand on the channel and say something with one of those really cool oud names that he gives out, Oud Maximus, Oud Monarch. This just struck a chord with me. To me, it's his best work and an example of what raw natural materials can do in a composition. I mean, this is one of those, if you're doing Lucky Scent orders, they have Bortnikoff up the wazoo. They have it covered. Get a couple samples there. Get the designers you love. I say this many times. Put one on one arm, put one on the other. And it's amazing what these naturals will do, especially I did it on camera in my sample video. And that was totally authentic, was not planned, did not mean to. The reaction, I meant to do it. That's how I do it. But the reaction, first time smelling Sir Winston, and that ambergris just took over everything and made the other arm smell better. That's what ambergris does. But try it out. Put one of these heavy hitter natural perfumes on one arm from Bortnikoff. Put your favorite designers on the other, and just play with the sillage, play with it. See if they affect you differently. If not, more power to you, because designers are way, way cheaper because you can get them on discounters. But it's a fun experiment. And then it's night and day for me of what each of them are and why I'm so much on this side of the fence and seeking these ingredients out in compositions. And people are starting to email me stuff I've never even heard of. And it's got the ingredients. Now that I really know ingredients, I'm like, okay, let's try this. So look for that in the coming months. But yeah, I'm after real ingredients. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. Perfume versus perfumer notes. Let's review this thing. This is just a special accord from Dmitry Bortnikoff, his own accord, his own thing he created here. Very, very good scent, bubble. I'm starting to repeat myself over and over again because these are my bottles. These are the ones I chose. These are unique scents. That's what I'm after. These are unique experiences. That's what I'm after. We have another one here. I swear I smell honeysuckle on the top of this. I got it in Lolita. Maybe champaca is just close to that scent profile, but it gives off just a bubblegum sillage. From the bottle, I get that bubblegum right away. And then if you take a long sniff, the end of the sniff, I talked about this way in the beginning. The end of the sniff, you get cacao. You get that chocolate note behind the bubblegum. Very unique. Who would have thought? A chocolate, a fresh, fruity bubblegum, and then a chocolate behind separate. Just smart. Chocolate and oud, is that the new thing? I don't want to put it out there because then every house will be doing it just like they did with oud and rose. But this is the second chocolate oud featured this week on the channel. Russian oud was the other one. And it just works. It flat out just works together. They play together. They add nuances together. I mean, they both have, if you go to dark chocolate tastings and whatnot, they talk about fruity notes. They talk about floral notes. They talk about earthy notes you get from the chocolate and the cacao bean. So makes sense to me. As the cacao hits, a bouquet sweetens it in that royal way I often talk about. I would put this in a gourmand floral category. This is one of my biggest compliments I have ever received. I'm a hugger, hugging a guy, fellow friend, good guy. He comes in, backs away, and he's like, "What is that?" His words, not mine. There's no way to explain to him. He has no idea about perfume, niche perfume. He'd probably, he'd know 3 perfumes and that's it. He's set for life kind of thing. So, I told him the name of it, but it lost in translation. But just seeing that reaction to the scent, that was pretty cool. It literally, what is that? And came back in to smell. It's the sillage of bliss. In the heart, I clearly get a cedar note backed by a little camphor, just a little bit smoky, barely. Yeah, I have to smell a soft, close to the skin to pick all of that up. The sillage bubble never is just that sweet vibe from the top and heart until we get to the dry down. It provided burnt cedar vibes to the fumet, just barely in the back. like that long sniff in the heart, replaced with that sweet cocoa. Some of the burnt cedar would come into that sniff, if that makes any sense. Sweet, sweaty, pretty floral, burnt woods all make appearances in this thing. A lot of vibes happening in the wearing of this perfume. It attracts a lot of people for that reason. This dries out with a 1 to 2 foot sillage, sweet, chocolatey, smoky, a bit sillage. If you go close to the skin, it becomes way more animalic. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit animalic from the styrax. So if you're a hugger, when people come in, they might be, what the heck is that? But then as they're 1 to 2 feet away from you, they're just drawn to it. So, because a lot of people, especially on pets, are really turned off by any animalics. Don't ask me why. It's such a beautiful essence. They're all around us in nature. Love animals, love nature, but just some people are turned off about it. So a little bit warning there. But it's very close to the skin to pick that up. Other than that, the sillage is literally crowd pleasing, in my opinion. For me, yeah, it's perfect. It's like having a transformer in a perfume, which I love. Overall, this is chocolate on the skin and heaven in a scent bubble. Scoring, Lier, Exquise. Experience, 14 out of 15. Branding and originality, 4 out of 5. 5 out of 5 in projection sillage. Longevity, 5 out of 5. This lasts forever. 18 out of 20 in composition. Ingredients and price of the melt, 22 out of 25. 10 out of 10 on the top, 5 out of 5 on the heart, 10 out of 10 on the base. Final scored 93, collection worthy. It's in my collection. I chose it carefully. Going through, I think I missed the first collection of Bortnikoff samples, got like 1 from it, but everything else I've sampled from Bortnikoff, it's my favorite so far. This is one of the most flexible oud scents I own. I'd wear it dressed down. I'd wear it dressed up. I would grab for it all the time. This is one of the last bottles I owned. And again, it's an Extrait, and I've already put a good dent in it. I've worn it over 10 times easy. All year long, skip the hottest of days, 85 and above kind of thing. Who do I see wearing this one? Brad Pitt. I think it fits him perfectly. How many sprays? 3 to 5, or go crazy. I hope everyone's enjoying their weekend, enjoying everything. I thank you guys so much for checking out the channel, checking out my vids, being part of my journey. I'm out. You guys be blessed.